Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be doing my final prediction for the hand-gloved killer storyline. Cool, so my final hand-glove killer predictions. We've come to this point. The killer will be revealed next week. The storyline has started in January and has claimed the lives of Rick Spencer, who was first. I may get this in the wrong order, so forgive me. Rick Spencer, then it was Will, then I think it was an attempt on Diane, failed, she's still alive. Then it was Phoebe, then it was Mariam, so that's 4, but 1 failed. So yeah, we have Rick, Will, Diane fail, so she doesn't count, Phoebe, Dylan, sorry, and Mariam. I've forgotten Dylan, but it was Mariam and then Dylan. So Dylan is the sixth victim. Well, he's actually the 5th victim. So the victims, not including Diane, would be Rick, Will, Rick, Will, damn, I'm forgetting. Rick, Will, Phoebe, Mariam, and Dylan. So those are the 5 that have died. And then we have the 6th, of course, Diane, failed attempt, and Esther as well. Don't forget Esther. Just remembered Esther. Failed attempt. So let's try to take 7 people and kill 7 people. Right. So down to the final prediction. Who is the hand-glove killer? It hasn't been revealed. It's apparently been revealed to the cast. Of course, I have to film the scene at some point, so someone's got to be in the scene so that we know that they have, you know, so the hand-glove killer has been chosen. But it was probably, I think, obviously it was chosen when the storyline started. But if that's the case, they must have had a random actor do the actual scenes with the gloves on, because they wouldn't say, let's say for example quickly it's Lindsay or something. That's not my prediction, but let's say it's Lindsay. They wouldn't say to Kim, they wouldn't say to the actress, you're not the hand-glove killer, but we need you for the scene. They wouldn't say that to the actor, so it would probably be someone else. Maybe Silas, we don't know. Some people said it's Silas, some people want Silas back. I really want Silas to come back. So the potential actual hand-glove killer people, Dr. Savage, don't think it's him. I just don't think it's him. And of course he's been finding the evidence with Cindy. So it's definitely not him, unless he's doing really well to cover his track. But if that was the case, he would be trying to put Cindy off of finding the hand-glove killer, because he wouldn't be like, I want you to find them, because you'll find out it's me. So I don't think it's Dr. Savage. Tegan, don't think it's Tegan. I'm pretty sure that she was not in the hospital when someone died. I can't remember who it was, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't there in a particular scene. Lindsay, I'm not sure. I'll put it down to 3 people: Lindsay, Kim, and Celine. Those are the final 3. Don't think it's Tegan, and I don't think it's Dr. Savage. It could be someone completely. It could be Jack or something, or it could be Silas, or it could be Nancy, or Darren, or Ziggy, or someone. Someone actually said to me it might be Ziggy. I don't know, I laughed a bit. But because that's what, if you guys have seen the Hollyoaks AAA from a few months ago, they interviewed Robbie. I don't know who plays Robbie. I can't remember. Too many actor names to remember. They had the Hollyoaks AAA with Robbie, and he said, I think it could actually be anyone. And then that made me because I had a suspicion before that might be the case, but I never actually thought it. But to have a cast member say that, gives me the belief it might be someone completely different. I'd love it to be Silas. I absolutely would love it. Let's say the final, let's say from next week, 2 people die and then the third victim, and then let's say we get the usual scene where you have the hand, you have the thing, injects it, and then what about if you see the person walking out of the room, they take the gloves off, put the needle in the bin like they have been doing. They walk out. Let's say you see them from just from their body here, from their waist where you can see their hand and that. And then let's say like the person walks out of the hospital. I'd like this to be the way they actually do it. And then let's say the camera pans up to their face and you see Silas. I'd love that. That'd be so good. I think that's the way they should actually reveal the killer as well, not just for Silas, but I think that's the way they should actually reveal who it is. So the 3 people, I'm actually going to say 4 now because I'm going to put Silas in there, because he had this idea of like cleansing the world of bad people and that. Because I can't remember exactly who he killed. There was Heidi, his wife, Lindsay, who he tried to kill, failed. Texas failed. He's failed to kill a few people. Mercedes he tried to kill as well. He could have easily killed Mercedes at any point between like a week. I'm sure he had her for like a week. And then he killed some other people as well. Ray was one of them. One of Doug's girlfriends. And there was a few other people. So let's say the final 4, right? You've got Celine, Lindsay, Kim, and Silas. Some people think it's Kim just because of how crazy she is, and that's a good thing to go off of, that they could be throwing us through a loop again. It could be Lindsay because to me she seems less obvious out of everyone. And then again you have the motives of the different situations, but I'm just thinking from a perspective of what the writers would want us to think, of throwing us through loops because they don't want to make things too obvious. You don't want to watch TV that's too obvious, right? So it could be Lindsay, could be Kim, could be Celine, maybe Silas, that's just my hope. I'm going to say, I'm going to slowly take it down 3 people. I'm going to take Silas off because I don't think it is actually him. I think Jeff Rawley will return as Silas, but I think that'll be later. I'm going to take off Celine because they showed us those scenes with her and the glove and other things like that with Cameron, and they showed us with her and her swapping the DNA things, and that moment I did send a tweet at that time. From that moment I was like, have they just revealed the Hangar killer? But it was for something different. So I don't think it's Celine. So you're down to let's put it down to Lindsay and Kim. I'm going to go with, well, this is just a prediction. If I get this wrong it doesn't really affect anything. This is just my prediction. If you have, because I want to get this right, but but as well I kind of don't, because I don't want to be like, oh I guessed it kind of thing. It was, you know. So you have Kim and Lindsay, both sisters. Could be both of them. We don't know. It could be like four of them. They could throw us through a complete loop. Just put that out there. Just put that out there. They could throw us through a complete loop, and it could be anyone. I'm gonna go with Lindsay because she's the slightly less obvious out of the other ones that are more obvious. She's the least obvious in my opinion because we've had less clues with her, as to with scenes with them with gloves and that and other things, and you had Tegan with a glove and stuff and that. Lindsay's the least obvious to me, and don't forget that Lindsay broke up with her, well not broke up really, with her fiance to get with his brother, so she's done some bad things. And she was also behind, I know it was almost a good thing, but she was with them on the with Mercedes and Cindy on the Browning murder. So yeah, I don't think it's Kim, I think it's 2 of us. Those are the last 2. So I'm going to go with Lindsay. Lindsay is my choice. So I think the hand glove killer is Lindsay Butterfield. Cool, so we've done all that, and yeah, so I think it's Lindsay. Okay, so that's it for this video guys. Actually, I did have one more thing to say. I think what they could do to not stretch it out but extend the storyline. Because let's not forget, with soaps, they have more time to fill out than your weekly TV show, whether it will be Great British Bake Off or Walking Dead or Game of Thrones or X Factor or whatever you watch. Something that's weekly, they have less time to fill out, so they can condense their storylines better. With soaps, it's 5 days a week. I think EastEnders is 4. So they have more time to fill, so they have to add more storylines and stretch things out slightly more. So I think that they might show the viewers who it is, and then keep it just till around the New Year time comes, January or so, to complete the year timeline, because it started in January. Show us who the hang-up killer is, but then hide it from the characters just for a little bit longer, just till January. And then it will be revealed in January, and obviously that character will be leaving. There's no way you kill off that many people and the viewers are okay with you staying. Whoever this hang-up killer is, I'm not okay with them staying. Hopefully it's not Esther. Obviously it's not Esther. Might be. We don't know. It could actually be anybody on the show, I think. But I'm gonna go with Lindsay, like I said. Okay, this video's gone on long enough. So yeah, I think it's Lindsay, and I think that they will reveal it to us, and then to the characters later. Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. If you have your own predictions, I'm sure you do after all I've just said. I'm not sure how long this video has been going on because I can't see my screen. But let me know who you guys think it is. This should be a fun debate. I want to set up a weekly Q&A, so within the next 2 weeks I'll try and get that set up. But send in your questions, and because I have my phone on the side now, I can actually read them from my phone rather than copying them onto something else or on my tablet or whatever. I can just open my phone, have it down here, and then just read the Q&A questions from there. Switch to Facebook or Twitter or Messenger or whatever, and I'd like to do just a weekly Q&A, or once every 2 weeks, or once a month, or something like that. So send in your Q&A questions to me now. Either put them in this video, or do send message from YouTube. Go to the About tab, or through Twitter, or through Facebook. Both links are in the About tab of the channel. Alright, that's me. I'm done talking. Yeah. Please like this video, please thumb it up if you want to help support the channel, please share it, please favourite it. This will be an interesting video, I think, for you guys to see, for me to go this far in depth, to take people off list and that. So let me know who you guys think it is. Please thumb this video up, share it, favourite it, subscribe here if you're new. More Hollyoaks videos coming, and I see you guys tonight, or later tonight when it's uploaded, for the recorded watch for today's episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.